What if I told you the system isn't broken? It's working exactly how it was designed to, just not in your favor. In 1971, the rules of money changed. The rich started playing a new game, and everyone else kept following rules that no longer applied. It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's strategy, and once you see it, you'll never look at money the same again.
Before 1971, every dollar was backed by gold, something real, something limited. But that year, the US dollar was cut loose from gold, and for the first time, money became debt. Think about that. Every dollar in your wallet is someone else's IOU, and from that moment on, the rich didn't just earn money, they created it. How? Through borrowing. Because when they borrow money to buy assets, real estate, companies, stocks, they don't just get rich, they create wealth that grows even while they sleep. Meanwhile, the poor and middle class are taught the opposite: get out of debt, save your money. But how do you save your way to wealth when the system rewards people who use debt instead of fearing it? Banks don't lend based on fairness, they lend based on trust and leverage. If you're already rich, the bank calls you low risk. If you're struggling, they call you high risk. So while the wealthy get access to millions at low interest rates to buy income-producing assets, the rest are handed high-interest credit cards to buy things that lose value immediately. The same system that gives one person a loan for an apartment building gives another person a $10,000 credit card limit to buy clothes, electronics, and vacations. And that's how the game is played. The rich use good debt to build assets. Everyone else gets trapped in bad debt buying liabilities, different tools. Same bank, entirely different outcomes.
Here's the part most people miss: the wealthy love crashes. Because when markets collapse, interest rates drop, and everything goes on sale. 2008 was a perfect example. While the world panicked, the rich borrowed cheap money and bought assets at rock-bottom prices. When the markets recovered, their wealth exploded. The poor and middle class, they were still trying to recover from job losses and foreclosures because they didn't have access to credit or the mindset to use it strategically. It's not that they were lazy, they were never taught the game. And the truth is, you can't win a game you don't understand. You hear about inflation all the time, but what does it really mean? It means your dollars lose value every single year. And here's the twist: inflation hurts savers and helps borrowers. Because when the value of money drops, debt gets cheaper in real terms. If you owe $1 million on a building that's worth $1 million today, and inflation pushes that building's value to $1.2 million next year, your debt didn't grow, your wealth did. That's why the rich don't panic when prices rise. They own assets that rise with inflation. But if your only asset is a savings account, inflation quietly eats it alive. The system rewards ownership, not savings. And once you see that, you stop asking why them, and start asking, how do I get in the game? Here's another reason the rich stay rich: taxes. The tax code isn't evil. It's just written for people who understand it. When you make money by working, you're taxed the most. When you make money by owning, you're taxed the least. Why? Because the system incentivizes investment. So the rich legally use business expenses, depreciation, and capital gains to protect their income. They don't evade taxes, they navigate them.
Meanwhile, the average person pays first and lives off what's left. The rich invest first and pay taxes on what's left over. Understand assets, liabilities, and cash flow. Start small by something that holds or grows value. It could be a simple index fund, a small business, a rental property, or even developing a skill that compounds your income over time. And most importantly, stop seeing debt as evil. Start seeing it as a tool. When you use debt to buy things that generate income, you're leveraging the same power the wealthy have used for decades. The goal isn't to avoid the game. The goal is to learn how to play it better. The system isn't designed to make everyone rich. It is designed to make a few rich forever. But every generation, A few people wake up and realize you don't need to be born rich to play by their rules. You just need to stop playing small. Because once you understand how the money game actually works, you stop being controlled by fear and start being driven by purpose. The rich aren't superhuman, they're just financially awake, and now you are too. The game isn't fair, but it's winnable if you start playing it on purpose. You got this.